Hello, everybody. Yes, welcome in. Yeah, this is DKD, the Bossman, and we want to welcome you to Football Talk, our pre-match preview, Premier League preview for game week 13. How's everybody doing today? Yes, how are you doing? It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We have so much to be thankful for, and yeah, game week 12 was quite eventful. There were a lot of ton tickets in game week 12, lots of disappointments, lots of shocking moments. I don't even want to go into detail. We United fans are having a rough time right now. It's tears, lots of tears. But guess what? Guess what? Even though United fans are, teary eyed over what happened, I can still smile. I'm having a great time. Let me explain why. Because Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool. I said it. Let's all take a moment to laugh at Liverpool, right? Let's take a moment to laugh at Liverpool. Now, this is what, 9 losses in 12 games. This is what, 3 losses in the last three. This is back to back home losses. They've conceded 3 goals in the last 3 games. They've lost 2 games in 5 days. Like I could go on and on and on and on. Like the record speaks for itself. It's writing itself. Anna Slot is confused, no answers. He's like, what's going on? After all the press conferences, dude comes out and they still end up bottling it. It's amazing that I can actually talk about Liverpool when United are in a quagmire themselves. So I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to milk it. I just hope United will play better so that I can enjoy my hate watch season in peace. But United is not letting me. Amorim is not letting me enjoy my hate watch season in peace. They're not. They're not. Because if United were playing well, I would have been enjoying my hate watch. But hey, it's okay. Like I said, happy Thanksgiving and welcome to Game Week 13 predictions. Let's dive right in. Game Week 12 was a week of torn tickets, but we'll make up for it. So the first game of the weekend is Manchester City versus Leeds, and you City. Pep Guardiola he has lost back-to-back games. He lost the Champions League game and also lost the game on the weekend, the game week 12 against Tottenham. I predicted a win for him or a draw, but City lost that one. The winning goal was controversial, but a win is a win, bro. So for this week, I predict a Manchester City win because they have to. In fact, I feel sorry for Leeds because this would have to be the bounce back, right? This is City has they have to redeem themselves. It's not often that Pep Guardiola loses back to back games, but now that he has lost back to back games, they're going to have to bounce back at home at the Etihad with a resounding win. So in this situation, I feel sorry for Leeds because they're going to be the ones that are going to take a hiding or a spanking because City are going to try to make a point to say, "Hey, we're still the big boys here, right? We've won 4 Premier Leagues in the past 7 years or 6 years, so we are still the big boys." So Man City leads. I predict 3-0 to Leeds. Leeds haven't been doing too badly themselves, but this would Man City at home is it's a tough proposition for any opposition. Um, Sunderland versus Bournemouth is the second game of the weekend, and my prediction is 2-1 to for Sunderland because they're playing at home, and at home they're a very tough nut to crack. Honestly, Bournemouth are doing very well. We know that they got a draw against West Ham last week, almost lost the game, but bounced back with 2 goals in the second half to draw 2-2. Um, this Sunderland side that we're seeing, is not a Sunderland side that is going to be fighting for relegation. It's a Sunderland side that are going to comfortably be in the top 10. So I reckon that they're going to get 3 points against Bournemouth. 2-1. If you're a betting person, just go with goals for both sides. But yeah, Sunderland Bournemouth, I will say 2-1. And Everton Newcastle. Everton are on a high from the last weekend, game week 12, taking 3 points from United with 10 men. With 10 men. Let that make sense. Let it sink in. Everton had 10 men and we're still able to get 3 points against United. So sorry, one second. Okay, let's pick that up. So Everton with 10 men were able to get 3 points against United last weekend. And they defend. I feel like more than anything, they played like the better side, even with 10 men against United. I couldn't even fathom how bad United played. I couldn't understand how bad United played, even with a man advantage. When the game started, I was live streaming the game. I was doing a live stream watch along. With 11 versus 11, United looked like the weaker team at home. Then even when Everton got the red card, United still looked like the weaker team. And I kept on saying, hey, who is playing with 10 men here? Is it United or Everton? And 20 minutes after I said that, Everton scored. What's his name? Drewsbury Hill or something scored. The Chelsea boy scored for Everton, and United they could not recover. It was terrible, terrible performance. So Newcastle also riding on a win from last weekend, game week 12 against Man City, against the big boys Man City. I predicted draw in this one. Everton are a very tough team to score against, but I do think Newcastle will be able to get a goal and it'll be 1-1 or worst case scenario 0-0. But I see a score draw in this game. Spurs versus Fulham. Spurs have lost back-to-back games. Um, Thomas Frank is actually finding out what being in a top team is about now. He did very well with Brentford, but Spurs are a different. It's like a step up for him, so he has to adjust to playing with a team that is expected to win. When he was with Brentford, he wasn't expected to win every game, right? Right. So he was able to get away with a few things, tweaks, and then of course he had Mbeumo and Yisa. So now it's a whole different ball game with Spurs. With a team like Spurs, you're expected to be in the top six, top eight, worst case scenario. You're expected to win stuff. Postecoglou won last year after a long time, so it's a step up. He's playing with a bigger team now. He's expected to come out and play, but he got trounced by PSG and also by Arsenal last weekend. So I think they're going to get 3 points because Fulham themselves are not even in the greatest form right now. So I do believe that Spurs are going to get 3 points against Fulham. Fulham won last weekend, but it was a late goal. I don't want to call it a lucky goal, but they had to grind out that win. This week, it wouldn't be so easy. Spurs 2-1 for me. Crystal Palace, Manchester United. Oh, this prediction is hurting my soul. It's hurting me so badly because this is my team we're talking about here. I've only predicted a loss for United once this season, and that day they actually won. I predicted a loss for Chelsea against Chelsea, I believe, and United won that game after Chelsea got a red card. This is the second time this season I'm predicting a loss for United. I'll tell you why, because we look poor, terrible, abysmal against Everton. This is an away game. We tend to even play better at home. Now, this is an away game. And Crystal Palace are flying high. We know this. Crystal Palace, they beat Wolves last week in their game week 12, and they're doing exceptionally well. They're in the top five, constantly in the top five, of the Premier League. Let me confirm that with the league table. But Crystal Palace have been doing very great. They won last weekend. They won the weekend before that. So it's a situation. Sorry, they drew the weekend before that. It's a tough situation for United because we were riding on the whole unbeaten, unbeaten, unbeaten. But right now, there's no such thing anymore. Tear that down. Forget it. You're not unbeaten anymore. Just play football and try to win. But Crystal Palace, yeah, it's not never been an easy team for us to play against. We always get the tough end of the stick. It's either Ezebericheze or Olise is the one dealing with us. But thank God them two are not there right now. It's Mateta we have to worry about and the rest of the crew, Adam Morton and the rest of the crew. But my heart is saying United will get something from this game, but my head is just saying, hey, be realistic. If you're not a United fan, what will be your prediction? And if I was not a United fan, my prediction would be Crystal Palace 2, Manchester United 1. Aston Villa, Wolves 2-0 is my prediction. Wolves digging for oil, going deeper and deeper, haven't won in over 10 games. They're 20th in the bottom of the Premier League. They can't even score a goal. Last weekend they didn't score at home. So I see a situation where, yeah, Aston Villa probably get 2 or 3 goals. They're winning their Europa League games. They're winning their Premier League games. What was their result last week? I'm trying to remember. I know Aston Villa won, but I can't remember who they played against last weekend. Yeah, they beat Leeds United last weekend, which was, tough away game, but they still managed to get 3 points, and they will get 3 points against Wolves easily. This is a home game at Villa Park. Who knows? Maybe that Let me not insult him. Maybe that guy, Jadon Sancho, will probably score or assist. This is an easy game to, get him to get some confidence if he needed any. Nottingham Forest, Brighton. Now, this is one of the ones that was this is one of the ones I had to think hard about. Forest are playing very well. They beat Liverpool last week 3-0 away from home. Now they're coming back home in front of their fans. And Brighton are always a tough opposition for anybody, but I do think that Nottingham Forest to ride on the wave of, getting 3 points last weekend and also getting themselves out of the relegation zone. They're officially out of the relegation zone with that win. And I know they don't want to look downwards. They want to just look upwards. So I believe Nottingham Forest will get the win. Brighton may score, but Nottingham Forest will probably get the win in this one. West Ham, Liverpool. I am going, as much as I want to see Liverpool fail, I don't want to believe that Liverpool are going to lose 4 games in a row and lose 10 games out of 12. That is ridiculous. It's not impossible, but it's ridiculous to think that that could actually happen. So I'm going West Ham 2, Liverpool 2. Liverpool, they're leaking goals. West Ham will definitely score. West Ham on their own don't even know how to defend as well. So it's going to be easiest way to get out of this one if you're a betting person is just to do both teams to score or to do over 1.5 because they're going to be at least 2 goals in this game. But my prediction is 2-2. Chelsea Arsenal, that's the blockbuster of the weekend. That's the game that we're looking forward to every weekend. The Premier League throws up a blockbuster, 1 or 2, 3 blockbuster fixtures for us. And this weekend, Chelsea Arsenal is the blockbuster Hollywood fixture that we have. This is one we're getting out the popcorns for. This is one we're getting out all the drinks for, getting out the barbecue for. We need to enjoy this one. And as a neutral, I'm just going to sit and enjoy it because I don't have to worry about who's winning and who's not winning. It's not my business. It's first versus second. It's a clash of the Titans. Chelsea trashed Barcelona in the Champions League. Arsenal trashed Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Arguably 2 of the biggest teams in the world, Barcelona and Bayern Munich, got trounced, massacred by Chelsea and Arsenal. So there's no better setup for this game at the weekend than this one that we have here. They both got 3 points in game week 12. Chelsea got 3 points. Arsenal got 3 points against Tottenham, and they also played exceptionally well in their Champions League games. I just want to sit on the fence on this one because I don't even know who to give it to. If Arsenal were at home, I'll probably say Arsenal win. But Chelsea at home at Stamford Bridge, I will give both teams a score draw. As much as I want Arsenal to start, fumbling at some point, I don't think it's going to be a loss. It's probably going to be 1 point for both teams. 2-2. I'll sit on the fence and enjoy this one. Safe bet on this one is just to do both teams to score, or over 0.5. Keep it safe. They might all go. They're not defensive teams. They're going to play to score. So, the corner kicks for Arsenal are always like penalties. We know that. Chelsea sometimes defend like they don't know what they're doing. They will score. So safe bet, both teams to score or a 0.5 over kind of bet. Anyway, that's it for me. I have to go and enjoy my Thanksgiving dinner, eat some turkey, probably put on a few pounds, and then work it out tomorrow morning on the treadmill. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody. Let me run through this real quick. Man City 3-0. Man City leads 3-0 to Man City. Sunderland 2-1 over Bournemouth. Everton 1-1. Newcastle. Spurs, Fulham 2-1. Crystal Palace 2. Man United 1. Aston Villa 2. Wolves 0. Nottingham Forest 1. Brighton 0, West Ham 2, Liverpool 2, Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2, the blockbuster game of the weekend, the Hollywood fixture of the weekend, Chelsea, Arsenal 2-2. That's my prediction. The game, there's no need to talk about the game of the weekend or the pick of the weekend. That's Chelsea, Arsenal. That's the game I'm looking forward to. I'm not even looking forward to United game. I know we're probably going to lose. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Have an amazing, amazing holiday weekend. Enjoy it. Enjoy yourselves. And don't forget to share, follow, subscribe, like. We got greens, beans, potatoes, you name it. Anyways, follow, like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bossman talking to you. Cheers.